Good afternoon, everyone. So today our lesson number 17. Before we start our lessons, let's pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Last lesson we talk about the first jhana. So we are now talking about rupa jhanas. So we have a 50 five material sphere consciousness. So among them, 5 wholesome cettas and 5 prasadana citta and 5 functional cettas, altogether 50. So actually these rupa cettas or 5 material consciousness are jhana cettas. So in our last lesson, we talk about the first jhana. So actually these are very difficult to explain. Actually, I don't have a personal experience for these jhana. For that reason, so based on the book, then I have to explain it. So otherwise, if you go through all the different stages of jhanas, it will be easier to explain. So here, when you look at this one, the process of attaining jhanas. So when you look at according to Abhidhamma, so as you all know that, so we have existent continuance, then there will be mind or advancing consciousness. So when you are practicing meditation based on actually we have a 40 meditation method. So some of the method cannot produce any jhana. So now let's say we talk about based on breathing meditation. So in later part, I will explain based on kasina method. So I think it will be much clearer. So now I will explain the nature of jhana just in general. So when you are keep on practicing meditation based on meditation, then before you attain jhana, there will be mind or adverting. So the mind advert to meditation object. So there will be impulsion or javana. So in that level, in the javana level, impulsion level, so this is sincere cettas. Then after that, you will your mind fix to the meditation object. So that means you attain jhana. So the moment you attain jhana, you will see that it's very stable. So as long it depends on how long, you know. If you attain jhana for 10 minutes, that will be 10 minutes, very stable. So the moment you attain the first jhana, it will be a little bit shaking, little bit of, we cannot say shaking, little bit of instability because of vitaka and vichara. Vitaka is how to say that direction of the mind to the meditation object. And also we start a sustained application. Vichara as a sustained application, trying to examine meditation object. So in that way, a little bit of instability. But anyway, so the mind is very stable. The mind is very stable. So when you attain 10-minute jhana, for 10 minutes, your mind will be very stable. Your mind will just focus on meditation object. Then you will have bliss, you will have a rapture. So your mind will be just focused on meditation object. So that is one pointedness, ekaggata. So by that moment, the moment you attain jhana, so there's no time. Time totally, you are staying in the present moment. So time and space totally disappear. So for that reason, when you attain jhana for 1 hour, so the whole 1 hour, your mind is living in the present moment. Present moment means just focusing on meditation object. So by that time, you will have bliss, rapture, pleasure. And the first jhana, with the vitakka and vichara. So then you will forward to bhavanga when you finish your jhana. So this is the process of attaining jhana. So in previous lesson, we talked about the first jhana. So the first jhana has 5 jhana factors. Vitakka normally we translate as a thought. It is not a growth thought. It is directed attention. You automatic attention to the meditation object. So your mind, your automatic movement of your mind to the meditation object. Then vichara is trying to grasp and hold the meditation object. So these are the how to say that vitakka, the characteristic of vitakka and vichara. So they are not gross thought and gross examination as we thought. Automatic movement to the meditation object of the mind. Sorry, automatic movement of the mind to the meditation object. And also the mind trying to hold and trying to hold the meditation object. So just like somebody who is still weak, trying to use stiff by holding stiff, and he can walk. So just like that, the first jhana, together with automatic movement of the mind to the meditation object, and also the mind trying to hold meditation object. That's vitakka and vichara. So you will, at the same time, you will have rapture, or piti, or pleasure, or sukha. So you have bliss in your body and in your mind. And you will have one pointedness of the mind. So you don't have any other, your mind just have only one meditation object. Other than that, there's no. So as I earlier said that 5 senses, 5 physical doors totally shut down at that moment. Only the mind door is in operation. So the mind, automatic movement to the meditation object, that is vitakka. The mind trying to hold the meditation object because need stable. So those who are old, so they cannot hold their body. For that reason, they need to use the staff. So just like that, vichara or sustained application trying to hold the meditation object. Then you will have pleasure, and you will have a rapture in your mind, then one pointedness. So the mind will go like this. That is the first jhana. So the first jhana has 5 meditation factor. Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata. So today, let's talk about second jhana. Second jhana. Second jhana according to Abhidhamma. According to Abhidhamma. So in the Sutta Pitaka, in the Suttas, normally mention 4 jhana models. So Abhidhamma mention 5. So actually, Abhidhamma mention both 4 jhana model and 5 jhana models. So according to Abhidhamma, this is a second jhana. In the second jhana, mindfulness is more stable, and the web of the mind is reduced to all movement. Because in the second jhana, no more vitaka, no more automatic movement of the mind. So because the mindfulness and concentration is getting deeper, because of that, so the mind just stick to meditation object. So of course the mind stay holding to the meditation object. So that is called vichara. Vichara hold on and hover over the object of meditation, but it cannot cause instability. So vitaka or initial application or automatic movement, direct attention to the meditation object will cause instability in the mind. But here, instability here doesn't mean shaking. A little bit of instability. But here, vichara already subsided in the second jhana. Vitaka already subsided in the second jhana. Only vichara. Vichara hold on the meditation object. Normally we call it nimitta. Mostly nimitta are a bright light. So vichara trying to hold nimitta or meditation object. How to say, because meditator do not have a full competence. So because of that, he is holding a meditation object or nimitta. But it cannot cause instability. Second jhana is without vitaka, but small amount of vichara. Vichara is just holding the meditation object or nimitta, so that hoping that your mind is stable. So here in Abhidhamma, the 5 jhana model said that second jhana, wholesome consciousness, together with examination, together with vichara, rapture, piti, pleasure, sukha, and one-pointedness, ekagata. So this is a second jhana according to Abhidhamma model. So that jhana, so here, when we talk about second jhana, together with examination. So examination here even though we use the word examination, so it more like, so the mind is staying near the meditation object. So there's no vitaka, but small amount of vichara. So I think when we look at the explanation of second jhana in the suttas, I think you might clear a little bit. So this is the second jhana in Abhidhamma model, and third jhana in Abhidhamma model. Third jhana, wholesome consciousness, together with rapture, piti, or pleasure, sukha, and one-pointedness, ekagata. In the third jhana, according to Abhidhamma model, So there's no Vitakka and Vichara, no more Vitakka and Vichara. So third jhana in Abhidhamma is second jhana in the Sutta Pitaka. Third jhana in the Abhidhamma. So now we in the third jhana, according to Abhidhamma, there's no Vitakka and Vichara. So third jhana in Abhidhamma mode is second jhana in Sutta Pitaka mode. So that means when we learn second jhana in the Sutta Pitaka, you understand what is third jhana in Abhidhamma. So that means third jhana in Abhidhamma and second jhana in Sutta Pitaka are the same. So that means the first jhana in Sutta Pitaka is divided into two levels. One together with Vitakka and Vichara. Another one without Vitakka with a small amount of Vichara. But in third jhana state in Abhidhamma, there's no Vitakka and Vichara. Vitakka and Vichara subsided. So here, third jhana in Abhidhamma mode is second jhana in Sutta Pitaka. So that therefore, so let's talk about second jhana according to the Sutta Pitaka. But here, so the Buddha said that thought, that is Vitakka, and examination Vichara. Vitakka and Vichara are eton to the second jhana. So that means in the Sutta mode, when you want to attain second jhana, you need to overcome Vitakka and Vichara. They are a danger or they are obstacle to attain second jhana. To overcome Vitakka and Vichara, you need to develop your mindfulness, you need to develop your concentration more, and also you need to practice the first jhana. You need to practice the first jhana. So by way of five mastery. Actually, let's I talk about 5 type of mastery. So when you are skillful in the first and second jhana in Abhidhamma mode, so you will know the nature of Vitakka and Vichara. Then by developing and mindfulness and concentrations, you don't need automatic movement of the mind. You don't even need to hold meditation object. Just like as a small baby, you still need to hold a parent's, or you don't need to hold an object to stand up and to walk. So just like that, the first and second jhana according to Abhidhamma mode, you still have a Vichara. You need to hold meditation object. But when you attain third jhana in Abhidhamma mode, you don't need Vichara. So that you don't need to hold meditation object because you have more power, just like a adept person. So you don't need to rely on your parents to stand up or to go. You yourself can go, just like that. So when you attain second jhana according to Sutta mode, that means second jhana here means the third jhana in Abhidhamma. So here, thought, Vitakka and Vichara are eton to the second jhana. For one who has attained second jhana, thought and examination have ceased. Cease here means because of more powerful concentrations, samadhi. So you don't need Vitakka, you don't need Vichara. So your mind, I think when you look at the suttas, I think you will understand better. So here, this is what the Buddha said in the suttas. So this is a second jhana in Sutta mode. With the subsiding of thought, vitakka, and examination vichara, he enters and dwells in the second jhana, which has internal placidity. This is one of the prominent feature of second jhana, internal placidity. So placidity here we can use another one as a confidence. So because of more powerful concentrations, you have full confidence. Your mind is not holding to meditation object. So you are just observing meditation object without holding. So that is because of more powerful concentration. So if concentration is not enough yet, you need to hold one thing. That means meditation object. So here, when you attain second jhana, you don't need to hold meditation object. You just observe it. You just observe meditation object or nimitta because of full confidence in your mind. So this is a internal placidity is one of the prominent feature of second jhana. In the first jhana, according to the suttas, and second jhana, according to Abhidhamma, still have a vichara. Because of that, no full confidence yet, and trying to depend on the meditation object. But here, in the second jhana, in the Sutta mode, full confidence, internal placidity, unification of the mind. So here, unification, the mind is more powerful. Actually, there's no instability in the mind. The mind is united, just observing nimitta or meditation object. So this is also one of the features. Another one is consists of rapture and pleasure, born of concentrations. So because of concentrations, because of unification of the mind to the meditation object, then you will have rapture in your mind, bliss in your mind, and pleasure in your mind. So that is also one of the features. Because of that, in the second jhana, without vitakka vichara, but together with the rapture, pleasure, and concentration, one-pointedness. So here, without thought and examination. So this is a second jhana according to the suttas. So when you look at description here, the one who attains second jhana, so his concentration is so powerful that he has confidence. He don't need to rely on meditation object. He just observing, not holding. So his mind is unified and concentrated. So based on that, the rapture and pleasure and the bliss in your mind and the bliss in your body will arise. So that is the feature of second jhana. According to Abhidhamma, it is third jhana. So third jhana, consciousness together with rapture, pleasure, and one-pointedness. Only three jhana factor. So when you want to attain the fourth jhana, when you want to go to the next level, you need to overcome or subside one gross jhana factor. So that is called rapture. Rapture or joy, piti. Okay, up to now, any question? Even though inviting question may not be able to answer quite well, because it's not, I'm talking just talking based on the books, just in theory. Of course, if someone who experienced the jhana, much more better. Okay, anyway, any question? If you have a jhana experience, tell us. Anyone who experienced jhana? Okay, if no question, let's continue. So now we actually based on second jhana in the Sutta, I explain third jhana in Abhidhamma. So in the third jhana, no vitaka and vichara. So now we are going to the fourth jhana in Abhidhamma model. So when you want to go to next level, you need to subside or you need to overcome growth jhana factor. So that is now, so the jhana factor that we need to overcome is a rapture or joy, piti. Rapture is a delight or a pleasurable interest in the objects of meditation. So it is born of rock-like stillness of the mind. So because of unification of the mind, because of concentrations, a very powerful concentrations, then you will have a blissful feeling, a joy in your mind, in your body. So because of rapture or piti, so the people will be able to meditate for many hours. So they are interested to do meditation. The bliss of jhana is cannot be compared with the bliss of sensual pleasures. So those who attain jhana, they were not interested to enjoy sensual pleasures. Just want to meditate. What will happen next? So what will happen? What will be the rapture, the bliss in your mind? So that you have along the way you have a lot of mental experiences. So remember that when somebody attains jhana, only the mind is in operation. So the mind is staying in the present moment with the meditation object. There's no thinking. Even though we use the word thought, vitaka, it's not a thinking. It's just automatic movement of the mind to the meditation object. Even we cannot say thinking or thought. But of course, unavoidably we have to use the language. So, so because of unification of the mind to the meditation object, that you will have a blissful feeling in your mind, in your body. That's called rapture or zest. Because of that rapture or joy, so you keep want to meditate. This is a characteristic of a rapture. It is compared. The rapture is compared with the value of balloon, which was put in the water. If you put the balloon on the water, even because of a breeze, a light breeze, the balloon will shake. Balloon will shake because you experience the joy and rapture in your mind. So you have an overjoy because you haven't experienced those one before. So the rapture is like a how to say that, like a balloon just put in the water. Because of the light breeze, it will shake. It will shake. Because of the joy in your mind, because of the rapture in your mind, your concentration will be shaken a little bit. Shaking doesn't mean how to say, how can I say that shaking? Instability. It will cause instability. So actually we have a different type of, the commentary mentioned 5 category of rapture, different type of rapture. The first one is minor rapture. So minor rapture is able to raise the hair on the body. Actually, these one are experienced even before you attain jhana. Some of the rapture or joy are experienced before you attain jhana. This one, so minor rapture, able to raise the hair on the body. Momentary rapture, so it arises momentarily again and again, just like the flash of lighting, even before you attain jhana. Showering rapture. They look like waves on the seashore, So it will be arising in your mind. These are the rapture or joy. Break over the body again and again, like a waves on the seashore. Another one is uplifting rapture. Can cause the body to levitate. So these one, actually from 1 to 4, are experienced before you attain jhana. Uplifting rapture can cause the body to levitate. The last one, pervading rapture, can experience before you attain jhana as well as during the jhana. Pervading rapture, Piti. Pervading rapture pervade the whole body as a cotton put on the oil. So if you put the cotton, then put on the water, then it will pervade. The oil will pervade the whole body, just like that. So here, the rapture during the jhana is pervading rapture. It will pervade the whole your body. So because of that bliss in your mind, shaking, it can cause shaking. Of course, during the third jhana, it's not shaking. The mind is stable, very stable. So because of that rapture, it can cause instability. So for that reason, in the 4th jhana in Abhidhamma, there's no rapture, only the pleasure and one-pointedness. So in the 4th jhana, so there's pleasure and one-pointedness. Actually, the rapture and pleasure are very similar. They're very similar. So they are the bliss and joyful feeling in your mind, in your body. But the distinguish is, the distinguish can be seen, the difference can be seen only when attain the 4th jhana. So when one attain the 4th jhana, there's no rapture, pleasure, and one-pointedness. So your experience is more stable because there's no rapture. There's no rapture. Okay. The 4th jhana from Abhidhamma model is the 3rd jhana from the Sutta Pitaka. So that means if you learn the 3rd jhana from the Suttas, you understand the nature of the 4th jhana in Abhidhamma. So let's talk about it. the rapture is returned to the third jhana. For one who attained the third jhana, rapture has ceased. So that means if you have paid attention to the rapture in your mind, it joy in your mind, you cannot go to the next level. Because the bliss of jhana is so overwhelming that you have so much joy in your mind. So much joy in your mind. If you are enjoying that bliss, so that will be turn to go to next level. For that reason, you need to develop, increase your concentration again. So if you can develop your concentration and mindfulness, then you will be able to overcome rapture or joy in your mind. So but you will still have experience pleasure in your mind. So let's see what the Sutta say. With the fading away as well as rapture. So here, there's no rapture the moment you attain third jhana. He dwells equanimous. But here, normally we understand that equanimous feeling arises only during the fifth jhana, only the fifth jhana, according to Abhidhamma more. But according to the Suttas, even during the third jhana, that means the fourth jhana in Abhidhamma more, equanimous feeling is here. But here, equanimous feeling means he dwells equanimous. So during the second jhana in Sutta more, so the bliss of jhana is so overwhelming that you have full of joy. You enjoy it. Full of rapture, joy in your mind. So here, the moment you attain during the third jhana, so there's no rapture and joy in your mind because of equanimous feeling. So here, a little bit of equanimity. Equanimity is not, how to say, you can divide the bliss of jhana into rapture and pleasure, piti and sukha. So you are able to ignore piti, rapture, but you still enjoy, your mind still enjoy pleasure or piti, sukha, pleasure or sukha. So your equanimity mind is only half in operating. So both rapture and pleasure are pleasurable, how to say, the feeling, pleasurable feeling. But the moment you attain third jhana, then you are able to ignore a gross, how to say, the gross feeling, that is a rapture. So now you only have, how to say that, pleasure and equanimous mind. He dwells equanimous and mindful and clear comprehending. So that means during the third jhana, so the mind is very mindful and clear comprehending. So the mind clearly understands what is nimitta, what is meditation object. So there's no joy or piti in the mind. Equanimous, mindful, and clear comprehending. So these are the quality of the third jhana. He experiences pleasure with the body. But here, during the third jhana, according to Sutta more, during the fourth jhana, according to Abhidhamma more, experience pleasure with the body. But here, the body, me, not just physical body, the mental body. So the mind is walking, and the mind know pleasure in the body, in the mind as well. So here, when you look at third jhana, so there's no rapture, equanimous toward rapture. still experience the pleasure in the mind. He enters and dwells in the third jhana, of which the noble one declare. He is equanimous, mindful, one who dwells happily. So equanimous here means no longer pay attention to the bliss of jhana so much, but he still have physical pleasure or the pleasure of sukha. Equanimous and mindful. The noble one here means the Buddha and how to say the arahants, the Buddha and the noble one, the noble people. So they declare, they acknowledge that. So the one who attained the third jhana is equanimous, not so much excited. So it's just like the person who is mature. So when you are still very young, so when you see an unexpected thing, so much excitement. But here, during the second jhana in Sutta More, but you are experiencing unexpected things. Because of that, so much excitement, so much rapture in your mind. But the moment you attain that jhana, according to Sutta More, so you are getting mature because you are used to those meditative experiences. So there's no much excitement in your mind. You're getting mature and getting stable. Not much pay attention to those meditation places. But you still experience pleasure, the pleasure of meditative place. So equanimous, mindful, and one dwells happily. So we can compare the person who is mature, Tajana. Any question? I think you will know, currently you will know the nature of jhana just in the general. You will not know how to say in exactly. Any question? If no question, okay, I will talk about, I will continue. The nature of pleasure. So here in the third jhana, according to Sutta More, the fourth jhana in Abhidhamma More, together with pleasure and one-pointedness, two jhana factor. So now, if you want to go to next level, if you want to attain the fifth jhana, or if you want to attain the fourth jhana, according to Sutta More, you need to overcome pleasure. So you need to remove, you need to abandon pleasure. Pleasure, sukha, rapture, piti are close friends. In a Bhikkhu Bodhi book, piti is translated as a zest. But here I use the word rapture because in his the latest translation or the Nikaya, Bhikkhu Bodhi used the word rapture. So Bhikkhu Bodhi translate piti as a rapture. Pleasure, rapture are close friends. They are close friends. So before you attain third jhana, you cannot distinguish their difference. But only as I earlier said that, so when we are very young, we are excited to see, new things, to hear new things. That is like a rapture or piti. When you grow old, even though you see good things, exciting things, you are stable, you are mature. So that, but you still have a feelings of pleasure in your mind. That is sukha. But here all the same thing. So the pleasure and rapture are close friends. So their nature is cannot be distinguished. The difference cannot be distinguished before you attain the fourth jhana. So in the third jhana, there's no rapture, only sukha, pleasure. So here, by closely associating with the piti, sukha may bring back the mind to the third jhana, So therefore, the pleasure or sukha is a turn to go to next level. So that is the fourth jhana. So we are talking about according to Abhidhamma model. So in the Abhidhamma model, when you attain the fourth jhana, so there's a sukha and ekaggata, one-pointedness. So actually, sukha or pleasure is closely associated with rapture or piti. So they are closely related. So when you are not practicing well, or you are not developing your concentration continuously, so the pleasure or sukha may bring to the excitement or rapture. If they are closely doing together, then your mind will bring back to that jhana. For that reason, so if you want to go to the fifth jhana, the next level, you need to overcome pleasure or sukha. So that is nothing but the fifth jhana. Therefore, pleasure is a turn to go to the fifth jhana. The fifth jhana, wholesome consciousness, together with equanimity and one-pointedness. Actually, this is according to Abhidhamma model. So the fifth jhana, wholesome consciousness, together with equanimity and one-pointedness. Your jhana is two jhana factor. There's no more rapture, no more pleasure. Just equanimity, perfect equanimity. According to the suttas, when you attain the third jhana, have equanimity. Your equanimity is not 100%, but here, 100% equanimity. Together with equanimity, upekkha, and one-pointedness, ekaggata. So the fourth jhana from Abhidhamma model is third jhana from the Sutta model. That means the fifth jhana from Abhidhamma is the fourth jhana in Sutta model. Actually, this one is mistake. The fifth jhana from Abhidhamma model is the fourth jhana from Sutta model. So when you learn the fourth jhana from Sutta, you know the fifth jhana in Abhidhamma. So here, most Sutta said that in and out breathing is a turn to the fourth jhana. In and out breathing is a turn to the fourth jhana. For one who attained the fourth jhana, in breathing and out breathing has ceased. So that means when you attain the fourth jhana in the Sutta model, when you attain the fifth jhana in Abhidhamma model, there's no more breathing. If you still be breathing, that means you are not in the fourth jhana or the fifth jhana in Abhidhamma, because your mind is so concentrated, so stabilized, so tranquil that even if you have a little bit of breathing, then it will be disturbing. It will be a turn to the fourth jhana or fifth jhana. So stable that, and the power, in other words, the power of the mind, because of concentration, the power of the mind is so strong that you don't need to breathe. You don't need to breathe. If you are breathing, that means your concentration is not in the fourth jhana level. So you might think that if somebody is not breathing, they will die. It's not so, it's not so. So with the power, we can say there's the power of the mind. So for that reason, we have a four things that is unconceivable. Actually, the Buddha say there are 4 things that are unconceivable. So actually, one of them is about jhana, But here, so when you are thinking about jhana, so how to say, they are, how to say, the Buddha used the word attakavachara, beyond logical thinking. So you cannot even think about with the logic. Logically, when we are breathing, when we do not breathe anymore, then we die. That's logical reasoning. But here, the moment you attain jhanas, even the first jhana, so we cannot measure with logic. So during the jhana, your mind stay in the present moment, just the meditation object. There's no past, no future. Time totally disappear at the time. But here also in the fourth jhana level, the power of the mind is so strong that you don't need to breathe in and you don't need to breathe out. So actually the body is safe. The mind is safe support to survive the body. So here, this is the nature of the fourth jhana. You can see the power of the mind. Here, let's talk about what the Buddha say in the suttas. With the abandoning of pleasure and pain. So that means the moment you attain jhana, there's no pain, there's no pain. Of course, even the moment you attain the first jhana, there's no pain. But here, just want to see together, no? So the moment you attain the third jhana in Sutta More, the fourth jhana in Abhidhamma More, together with pleasure, you still experience pleasures in your body and one-pointedness of the mind. But here, the moment you attain the fourth jhana, the higher jhanas, a man find material. So abandoning all pleasure and pain, and with the previous passing away of joy and dejection. Previously, all the joy and dejection disappear in your mind. He enters and dwells in the fourth jhana, neither painful nor pleasant, which has purification of mindfulness by equanimity. When you attain the fourth jhana, you no longer pay attention to pain, you no longer pay attention to pleasure, even the pleasure. It's the bliss of the jhana, even the higher bliss of the jhana, you no longer pay attention to that. So actually, as I earlier said that the pleasure is closely associated with joy or pity. So if you keep up your concentration, if you do not develop your mindfulness and concentrations, you will fall on to third jhana, second jhana. So, but here, so you trying to increase your mindfulness and concentrations again, and even you ignore, no longer pay attention to the pleasure or the jhana, then that is called equanimity. So because of that equanimous mind. So that means your mind just one pointedness of the mind. Your mind is just focused on meditation object. So you no longer pay attention to the pleasure. That is called neither painful nor pleasant, which has purification of mindfulness. So you have a purification because of mindfulness. So that mindfulness is supported by equanimity. Supported by equanimity. So that means we can compare with our daily life. When you pay attention to so much of joyful feeling, joyful experience in your life, of course, you feel very happy, you feel excited. And when you think about a happy experience in your life, you feel so sorry. So your mind is not stable, no? Because of lobha, because of dosa, not stable, shaking. But here, no more. You no longer pay attention to exciting moment and also sad moment. But here, so totally ignore pain and pleasure. Because of equanimity, the power of equanimity, the mind is the highest, at this moment. So because of that, the Buddha gave example of polished mirror. Actually, I'm very often explain. So when the Buddha attained, before the Buddha attained enlightenment, the Buddha achieved this jhana, the fourth jhana, this jhana. So the Buddha gave example of a polished mirror, polished mirror. So when you look at yourself in the polished mirror, you can see your face very clearly. So here, the mind is so clear and so pure that, like a polished mirror, polished mirror. So that purity comes from mindfulness, which is supported by equanimity. He sit, suffusing his body with the pure bright mind, pure bright mind. So because your mind is, I want to say, the object of your mind is a bright, I want to say, a brightly made. So because of that, your mind is bright. So the Buddha said that he sit suffusing his body with the pure bright mind. So here, so we are using a nimitta, a bright nimitta. So that bright nimitta is the image of the mind. So the mind created that nimitta. So the mind here is, the mind is the mind, mindfulness mind, equanimous mind. So that mind created a bright nimitta. For that reason, the mind was very bright. So he sat suffusing his body with the pure bright mind, so that there's no part of his entire body not suffused by a pure bright mind. So that so you have one pointedness of the mind, all your attention to the nimitta or meditation object. Then you no longer pay attention to all experiences, equanimity. There's only two jhana factors in the fourth jhana according to Sutta More. Is the fifth jhana according to Abhidhamma More. There's only equanimity, one-pointedness. Okay, so I hope generally, in theory, you know the nature of jhana a little bit. If you want to know, then you need to practice. You need to ask a great meditation master. Okay, any question? Any question up to now? So we finish all jhana. No question. It's good. It's good that I don't need to answer because it's a very deep topic. Okay. Audrey Hope. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Bhante.
Okay.
Yes, can I just curious, like people when they say they can communicate with um, devas and yeah, heavenly beings, are they in jhana or if they are, then which jhana? Yeah.
Actually, they are not in jhana. So we call it abhignana, higher
Mm-hmm.
higher knowledge. So in the fifth chapter, we have to talk about it. I want to talk about it. So
Okay.
mostly based on the jhana, so they attain those. They can communicate, they can see. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank
here,
you, Bhante.
yeah,
Yeah.
here the jhanas, we can call it samadhi. Actually, in the suttas, actually in the Noble Eightfold Path, the Noble Eightfold Path. So the last one is Samma Samadhi, right concentration. So the Noble Eightfold Path, right concentration is explained with the four jhana. That means jhanas are right concentration. So your mind is concentrated in the meditation object. Just stay in the present moment. So when you look at the fourth jhana, the fifth jhana according to Abhidhamma, so just totally, the mind is just concentrated on the meditation object, bright light, nimitta. Then there's no, how to say, you totally ignore all the blissful experience of jhana. That is equanimity. So because of that, your mind is more stable, more pure. So when you experience rapture and pleasure in the less, lower level of jhanas, that your mind is not so pure like the fifth jhana or the fourth jhana according to Sutta Mori. So the higher type of concentration is the fifth jhana according to Sutta Mori. Okay, so jhanas, we can explain that. Actually, I think it's important to know that we have the Noble Eightfold Path. The right concentration is explained as explained with the four jhana. So that means the jhanas and concentrations are the same. Okay. So the seeing and communicating with the devas, seeing the deva and communicating with them. So these are done with the abhignana. We call it abhignana, or right now to say that higher knowledge. So we'll talk about it in later part. Teacher Lily.
Yes, good afternoon, Bhante. There's two questions here. One is, do we know if we attain the first jhana?
Yeah, we know it. We know it.
How do we know?
Because you are meditator. We are meditating. So even though you cannot name this is the first jhana, you know it exactly. So you will have your mind will be functioning automatic, directed attention to the meditation object. Vitakka. So your mind trying to hold and hovering meditation object, vichara. you will have a rapture, pleasure, and one-pointedness. So you will know that you have all these jhana factors. But of course, if you do not learn under the meditation master, you cannot name your experience.
Okay. Second questions. If somebody can meditate and able to know what happened far away, for example, she's in Johor, or able to know the car accident in Sabah, please advise which jhana level is that?
Or is it the same question? It's the earlier one, or do you ask? Actually, it is not a jhana. Knowing some instances or incidents or accidents happen somewhere. It's not a jhana. It is a we call it a jnana or higher knowledge. But those higher knowledge, how to say, if you attain higher knowledge normally based on the fourth jhana. After you attain the fourth jhana, so the mind is so strong, so powerful that so you can practice any type of, how to say, you can practice, of course, based on meditation object, based on what meditation method you practice, then you can perform those higher knowledge. If you are practicing bright light here, bright light, then you can see the Deva Ram, Brahma Ram, you can see those incidences. But if you practice kasina, like a Batui kasina, the akasina, then you can walk on the air, you can walk on the water, etc. So based on the meditation method we use, so we can perform a different higher knowledges. Knowing incidents somewhere is not a jhana. Jhana is, as I earlier said, jhana is just concentration. You just concentrate on meditation object. So in later part, I will explain another meditation method. So in that method, I think you will know a little bit clearer.
Third question.
Okay.
When we meditate and suppose we can hear our heartbeat so clearly, are we losing our concentration?
Actually, when you are practicing breathing meditation, all your attention must be just breathing meditation, just breathing. So that means you hear your heartbeats very clearly. Your attention go to there. But of course, in the Vipassana meditation, it will help you a lot because you are going inside your body. So in that way, you can learn 4 elements, great element. So if you practice element meditation method or 32 part of the body, actually these meditation method incline to Vipassana meditation. So that means if you look at your heartbeats, if you look at your heart, so that means it is a 32 part of, we call it Kotasa meditation method. The meditation method that concentrate on 32 part of our body. So it is another meditation method. So of course, when you have a deeper concentrations, you will know many things in your body, in your mind. Some of them even can see the flowing of the blood, even can see their heart, even can see their bones. So this is the power of the concentration. So actually we shouldn't miss meditation method, but just follow one meditation method. If you are practicing breathing meditation, just try breathing, just concentrate on breathing. If you practicing 32 part of your body, then you can look at your body. So like that.
Thank you, Bhante, for explaining for the 3 questions.
Okay, Mr. Hakim.
Good afternoon, Bhante.
Yeah, afternoon.
I ever during my meditation, I have a state like the mind is very pure and it's very calm and very peaceful. I can feel that, but that one consider we are examine it or just know it or just see it in that state. And that state is very soft, very, I know it, but I just know it, but I don't know how it's called it, examine, or just know, or just see. Thank you, Bhante.
Are you contemplating your mind or?
Yeah, I contemplating my mind because my object I using object meditation is my mind. I just see my mind as my object of meditation, and I can attain to or reach such a situation or state that I can feel that very soft, the very peace, very calm, very pure, and that kind of state I cannot like how to express, but it's very soft, and but I still know that because I just see my mind as my object meditation.
Actually, in Satipatthana Sutta, we have contemplation of the mind. One meditation method is contemplation of the mind. But that contemplation of the mind is just normally knowing different stages of our mind. Suppose when we are angry, we know that we are angry. So when we do not have anger, that we know that there's no anger. Just like that. So contemplation of the mind. Of course, you are contemplating your mind. And of course, in Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha gave a 16 stages of the mind. So when you are looking at your mind, then you see that it's soft and pure. If you any state of mind, if you are contemplating, that is called contemplation of the mind. Contemplation of the mind. So here, I think it's difficult to compare with the jhana. I think it may not be jhana state because jhana here is you just focus on only one meditation object. So meditation object here is the normally, of course, different meditation object. When you are actually in traditional meditation method, we use the mind as a meditation object, as a vipassana meditation. And also when we are practicing immaterial jhana means arupa jhana. So actually they are higher than rupa jhana. When you are practicing arupa jhana, also you contemplate, you focus on your state of mind. So actually that state of mind is only one meditation object. So there's no many meditation objects. Even though you look at in arupa jhana, later we have to learn, even though you are concentrating, even though you're using the mind as a meditation object, only one, not different type. That means if you are contemplating different stages of your mind, if in your mind, different type of mind arises, come and go, then that means you're not practicing jhana meditation. It is maybe similar to contemplation of the mind. Contemplation of the mind can be called vipassana type. But of course, it is missing, not in jhana level. It's not a jhana level. It is missing with the vipassana and also concentrations. Concentration is not a jhana level.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yeah, here jhana, hear me. The moment you attain jhana, one pointedness of the mind. So your mind just fixed in one meditation object. But here, actually, we talk about based on breathing. So when you're practicing breathing meditation, so when your concentration is deeper, breathing totally tranquilized. Breathing is calmer and calmer. At the end, so that breathing will produce bright light. Because of that concentration, so you bright light. Of course, there will be different type of emitter or light. Most importantly, if you have a bright light, so that will be the object of your jhana. And if you develop your concentration mindfulness based on that bright light, then you will have your mind will fix. Your mind will lock to that meditation object. Only one. So for that reason, some scholars translate jhana as the absorption. Your mind is absorbed into that nimitta or meditation object. So when you want to attain jhana, you need to use only one meditation object. So when you are contemplating the mind, the stages of the mind, that will lead. That is the contemplation of the cittas. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Okay. It is a very difficult, not easy to explain. Okay, so now, anyway, I hope I will explain different meditation method in below. I think today we don't have no time. Anyway, in next lessons I will explain that. But here we have a 50 Rupa Vachara Chaitas. In short, we can call it 50 Rupa Chaitas. So will be 5 wholesome, 5 resultant, and 5 functional. So here, when you look at the chart, page number 55, the first jhana has 5 jhana factor. 5 jhana factor. Initial application, vitakka, sustained application, vichara, zest or rapture, piti, happiness or pleasure, sukha, one-pointedness. So we have a 5 jhana, 3 the first jhana, wholesome the first jhana, resultant wholesome. Can you see my, how to say, this is how you call it, kasa, right? You see my kasa, right? Here. So we have a wholesome the first jhana, resultant first jhana, and functional first jhana. And second jhana, so we have to overcome vitakka, initial application. And we have only 4 jhana factors. And third jhana, vitakka, vichara are subsided. In the fourth jhana, vitakka, vichara, piti are subsided. In the fifth jhana, so instead of happiness or pleasure, equanimity. So here, equanimity here is a sound, how to say, no longer pay attention to good and bad. Just the mind is staying at the middle. Just focusing on meditation object, equanimity and one-pointedness. So these are 50 rupa jhana. Okay, I think this part is not difficult. Now let's talk about 12 arupa vachara chetas. So when I explain arupa chetas, then I will use another method of meditation so that you understand a little bit clearer. So we have 12 arupa chetas in material sphere consciousness. So they frequently move about in the 4 planes. Those chetas generally arise in the 4 immaterial jhana planes. 4 immaterial jhana planes. So they are highest among 31. Among 31 planes of existence. 31 planes of existence. So here we use the word arupa, immaterial. So actually in the suttas, so the Buddha do not give the name immaterial, but the commentary give arupa chetas. So here, immaterial arupa. So these chetas can be attained by using formless meditation objects, such as the infinity of space, the infinity of consciousness. So that means earlier part in a rupa cheta. So we use, how to say that, material meditation object, like a breathing. No? Breathing is material one, rupa. And we use, how to say that, that body is in rupa or material one. So based on those meditation objects, we attain rupa jhana, 5 material jhana. But here, arupa jhana. Arupa means formless, no material form. So when you want to attain arupa jhanas, your meditation object is without form or arupa. Maybe example, the infinity of space, the infinity of consciousness. And later what I will explain, in my next lesson, I will explain it again. So we have 12 arupa chetas, 4 kusala cheta, immaterial sphere wholesome consciousness. We have 4 vipaka cheta, immaterial sphere resultant consciousness. We have 4 kriya chetas, immaterial sphere functional consciousness. So altogether 12 arupa chetas. So these chetas are attained by contemplating, by using formless meditation object. Therefore, they are called arupa. But here will be 4 kusala, 4 vipaka, 4 kriya. Very easy to remember, not difficult to memorize. As usual, wholesome chetas or kusala chetas are experienced by worldlings, puthojana, and trainees. Trainees, those who need state training, just like a Sotapanna, Sakadagami, and Agami. So their corresponding resultant chetas arise only in the immaterial realms. So after, if you attain immaterial jhanas in this life, while you still attain jhana, then if you die, then you will respond in the immaterial realms. So we have 4 arupa realms. So resultant chaitas or vipaka chaitas function as a rebirth linking consciousness, rebirth linking, and life continuing and death. So here, resultant chaitas only do three functions. Rebirth linking. So because of rebirth linking, so was born in Arupa realm, and life continuing in that realm, and that function the moment they die from Arupa realm. So for that reason, resultant chaitas arise only in the immaterial realms. Functional chaitas are experienced only by Arahant and the Buddhas, as usual. Immaterial wholesome consciousness, we have four type of era, four immaterial sphere consciousness. One, wholesome consciousness pertaining to the base of infinite space. Akasa nincha yatana. Wholesome consciousness pertaining to the base of infinite space. Second one, for the time being, you will not understand it. You will not understand. Don't worry. Don't worry. So in my next lessons, then I will explain why it is called the base of infinite space. Second one is wholesome consciousness pertaining to the base of infinite consciousness. Third one, wholesome consciousness pertaining to the base of nothingness. So here you can look at the object of meditation. So the first one, the base of infinite space. Space is not a matter, not a rupa. The second one, infinite consciousness. Infinite consciousness is not a rupa. Third one, nothingness. Nothingness is not a rupa. And here, third one, neither perception or non-perception. The base of neither perception or non-perception. Here, perception, the perception is not a rupa. So for that reason, we call it arupa, immaterial. The fourth one, wholesome consciousness pertaining to the base of neither perception or non-perception. So here, we have four wholesome chaitas and four resultant chaitas and four functional chaitas, altogether 12. Immaterial sphere jhanas are the fifth jhana. So as they are together with equanimity and one-pointedness, jhana factors. So which are the jhana factors of the fifth jhana? So that means in the rupa jhana, we talk about the first, second, third, fourth, and the fifth jhana. How about arupa jhana? So they are the fifth jhana because their jhana factors are equanimity and one-pointedness. Equanimity and one-pointedness. But of course, when you go to immaterial jhana level, your concentration is getting deeper and deeper, So your concentration, the level of your samadhi is higher and more stable than rupa jhana. So I think I hope next week we can learn arupa jhana. Any question up to now? Any question? we still have another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, but if no question, maybe I will go a little bit. If you want to attain immaterial sphere jhanas, arupa jhanas, so you need to practice one of the 9 kasina meditation method. But here, I will use the word kasina because it's very difficult to translate. So I will explain the definition of kasina later part. But here, if you want to attain arupa jhana, you need to practice one of the 9 kasina meditation method. Actually, we have a 10 type of kasina meditation method. 10 type. So one of them is space kasina, akasa kasina. So space kasina method cannot be applied, cannot be practiced. If you want to attain arupa jhana, you cannot practice space kasina because the target of arupa jhana is to see kasina. Oh, sorry, to see space, to see space. For that reason, we have a 10 kasina meditation object. And then akasa kasina cannot be practiced. So other than that, akasa kasina, space kasina, you can practice the rest of the 5, one of the 9 type of meditation method. Then you can take arupa jhana. So we have a 10 kasina. So here, kasina means whole or totality. Whole or totality. So it is so called because the meditator has to see the whole object of meditation, not partly or partially. So suppose when you want to practice the kasina, suppose there is a pond, a small pond. Sorry, not a small pond. If the kasina is before in front of your house, there is a small portion of the earth. Small portion of the earth. Maybe about 10. When you look at from your house, you will see small portion of the earth. So the rest are covered with the tree, etc. The trees with the rope, with the road. Then you look at that the earth. So when you're looking at that the earth, you have to look at the whole, total, all the earth in front of your house, not only partially. So that is called kasina or totality. I think later I will show you how you can practice kasina. The earth kasina, the water kasina. Suppose when you want to practice water kasina meditation, in front of your house there is a pool, a swimming pool, suppose swimming pool. So there are some water in the swimming pool. Then you look at the water in the swimming pool, not partially, not partly. You look at all the water from the swimming pool. That is called kasina. The fire kasina, air kasina, blue kasina. Blue is color, yellow kasina, red kasina, white kasina. So there are 4 color kasinas. Space kasina and light kasina. But here, out of 10 kasina meditation method, if you practice space kasina, you cannot attain arupa jhana. So you have to practice one of them, the other one of them. So that is how we practice Kasina meditation method. And then if you look at this one, you will see that the man is sitting about 4 feet away from Kasina. You can see it is a yellow color, right? Yellow color. It's a color Kasina. Yellow color, Pitta Kasina. You make a circle on the ground, so on the wall. So when you from 4 feet or 5 feet away, you have to sit down. But this guy is not, his body is not very upright. Normally have to sit upright. So you look at that sake, yellow color sake. So when you look at yellow color sake, you have to look at the whole sake. The whole sake. That is called Kasina, not partly. If you look at only one part of sake, it's not a Kasina meditation method. So you have to look at the whole sake, the whole picture of yellow color. So that here, Kasina means total or whole. So when you look at the meditation, so here, yellow color sake is your meditation object. So you have to use that meditation object as your meditation. How do you say? You have to use that yellow sake as your meditation object. So when you look at that meditation object, you have to look at the whole, not only one part, not partially. But here, Kasina means whole or total. And then when you learn meditation method later, I think you will understand it. So I'm just explaining just a little bit. Kasina means whole or total. When you look at meditation method, you have to look at the whole picture. As I earlier said that when you can look at swimming pool, the water from the swimming pool. So when you look at, that is called water Kasina. Water Kasina. So when you look at water from the swimming pool, you have to look at all the water, not only one part. You have to look at all the water from the swimming pool. That's called Kasina. Kasina means whole or total. Total, the whole water from the swimming pool. I think coming Monday, I will explain this one. Any question? We still have another 3 minutes. Eri Helen.
Hi, Bhante. Does that mean for practicing this Kasina method, a person needs to definitely have eye consciousness, meaning to say not blind?
Oh yeah, must have an eye.
Because those who are blind cannot practice this.
You're right. Because this one, in the first level, you have to use your eye.
Thank you.
In the first level, you have to use your eye. Then if you can recognize, you close your eye, then you can practice. Coming Monday, I will explain it.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Any question? If no, Chaponyo.
Good evening, Bhante.
Okay, evening.
In one of your slides, I think 2 slides before this present one, you have what 5 in material. What there's something back another one. You say I think there's another one. You have 5 in material space consciousness, right?
Yeah.
I thought it's
four, only 4. Actually, it's type of error.
okay, because I was flipping to the book, I cannot find 5. I can only find 4.
Sorry.
So I panic.
I just copy and paste.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
4 material, whole sense, and 4 resultant, 4 functional.
Okay, so this one should be on page, I think between page 60 and 62, correct? Of your, this compendium of Abhidhamma book.
Yeah, 4.
It is on page 60, from 60, yes, it's on page 62. Is that the one?
60 and 61.
62. It says the base of infinite space, then the base of infinite consciousness, base of nothingness, and the base of neither perception nor non-perception. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah.
So it's on page 62.
Yeah. Because I copied from previous slide. So
Okay, thank you. Got it.
okay, so I think time is up. So we will talk about it in Monday. So let's close our lessons. Yo varatam bhavaro manu jesu sakya muni bhagava kata kecho parakato pala viriya samanghi dan suka dan saranatamu bemi ragawi ragama ninja masokan dhamma masangatama patikulan Marura mimampa kunan suwipatan Dhamma mimam saranatamu bemi Yata cha te namaha palamahu Chatusu susi supuri sayugesu Atacha Bogala Dhammada Sate Sangha Mimam Saranatamu Bemi Sadhu. Okay, see you on Monday.